and welcome. I'm Melinda Chimami. Tonight, All Progressives Congress campaign team storms the nation's commercial center, Lagos. Party's presidential candidate, Muhammadu Buhari, restates resolve to jail persons found guilty of corruption. People's Democratic Party takes its message of better life for Nigerians to Cross River State as presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar reels out his plans for the people. Criticisms trail erection of APC symbol near the Abuja city gate. APC denies involvement, attributes action to a group in support of the president's re-election bid. And Trump administration refuses to respond to Congress' request for a report on who killed the Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi.
On business news tonight, federal government signs $30 billion agreement with investment partners to promote industrial revolution and boost export earnings from made in Nigeria products.
And on sports news tonight, Mali edged past Ghana to set up a semi-final clash with Nigeria at the Under-20 AFCON and qualify for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Poland.
The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party has promised to ensure that a deep-sea port is established in Cross River State. The candidate, who spoke during the state's presidential campaign rally, also promised to see to the construction of a superhighway in the state. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and members of his campaign team also met with the Cross River State Council of Traditional Elders, who prayed for the success of their campaign. Our correspondent, Larry Lasisi, has the rest of the story.
Supporters of the People's Democratic Party welcoming the Presidential Campaign Council to the ancient city of Calabar, Cross River State. At the venue of the rally, a crowd is at hand to receive them.
The system purifier. Let's welcome the system purifier. Ladies and gentlemen, the action governor.
Leaders of the party in the state speak of their support for the People's Democratic Party and also make some requests.
Carry! There's no need for you to campaign here. The people of Cross River State are PDP. Our blood, na PDP. Our hair, na PDP. Our body, na PDP. Another party there. I come with good tidings because I come with a man with a high level of prognativeness, a man who has a business background, a professional who will bring value to our country and to our state. The Cross River State Bakassi Deep Sea Port, our superhighway, they are critical and essential elements that will take Cross River State into a new world order.
Next to speak is the national chairman of the party.
But we believe that our state institutions should not be destroyed because of one man. They cannot destroy Nigerian police force. They cannot destroy the military because these are state institutions. And we believe that they will not take side. The police must not take side. The military must not take side.
The presidential candidate is then introduced. The campaign council also pays a visit to the palace of the Obong of Calabar, where they are received by the Council of Traditional Rulers.
His Royal Highness.
The traditional rulers give their blessings and prayed for the success of the campaign. Lanre Lasisi, Channels Television News.
President Muhammadu Buhari is not giving up yet on his fight against corruption, as he is again pledging to tackle it head-on if he is re-elected as the President of Nigeria. He restated his position today at the All Progressives Congress presidential campaign rally in the nation's commercial center, Lagos, saying that anyone vested with government responsibility must give account. The rally, which took place at the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Surulere, was attended by a large crowd of party leaders, members and supporters. Our political correspondent, Sheung Okimbaloye, has this report.
Fanfare. One way you may describe the atmosphere here. It was a weather perhaps not for the occasion, for the supporters of the APC, despite the intensity of the heat from the sun. Soon, the president and the candidate of the APC, Muhammadu Buhari, arrives at Teslim Balogun Stadium to the cheers of the hundreds of supporters of the APC in Lagos. Which politician wouldn't want the attention of the Lagos voters? So the APC leaders take to the podium one after the other. The Lagos governor welcomes the party to his city, but with a commitment and some assurances. Some of President Muhammadu Buhari's cabinet ministers are quick to remind Lagos voters of the need to elect their party.
The issue is that if you don't vote for the president, you will not have that train run to Abuja. And I challenge those who are in government, including the fact that Abuja or Ogun State had produced a president before, and there was no train to Ogun. Yesterday we took a ride, and yesterday we said to everybody, you must start running the train from today. They say Monday, I say today, and carry passengers free of charge from Iju in Lagos to Abuja every day for 3 months before we start charging.
I have gave your message of the road intervention on 3rd Mainland Bridge, on Murtala Mohammed Road, on power in Odogunyo, in Ilashe, in Ejigo, in Ajah, in Ijora, to our people, that certainly life will be better at the next level when we win.
On your mandate we shall stand.
More speeches, but some come in form of political jabs, as APC leader and former Lagos Governor Bola Tinubu did not spare their political opponents. The APC chairman too, Adams Oshiomhole, was perhaps all out against the PDP.
Lagos is sure, very sure voting APC. Are you voting APC or no?
You are also proud to associate yourself with what Buhari is doing, what Buhari stands for, and why the next level is about you. But let me tell you why you cannot think twice. Why you cannot possibly even for a second imagine allow the other party that misruled for 16 years to come back. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo.
The men with the names on the ballot step up to the podium. Professor Osinbajo speaks in Yoruba language, but it's clear to tell the crowd of the APC's intentions. His principle is bent on how he hopes to deal with those convicted of corruption.
The promise we have made 2015, based on which you elected us, we made tremendous progress, as I mentioned, by those who told you what this administration is doing on security, economy, and fighting corruption. I assure you, we will maintain focus. Whoever is trusted with public responsibility must account for it. If that is not done, we will eventually get hold of them, take away what they have stolen, and get them in prison. This is our duty. This is our responsibility. And I assure you we will continue to do it.
The president had earlier commissioned the NSIA Youth Cancer Treatment Center. Lagos is significant in Nigeria's election. The APC is seeking re-election for President Buhari, and they have passed a message. The effect of that will only be felt at the polls in less than 7 days. Shinwa Kimaloye reporting for Channels Television News.
A giant broom, which is the symbol of the ruling All Progressives Congress, has been erected at the entrance of the city center in the nation's capital, Abuja. But the party claims it's not responsible for erecting the giant broom, which has generated widespread reactions from Nigerians, with some questioning why a party symbol will be placed at such a monumental position as the city gate of the Federal Capital Territory. However, the APC Publicity Secretary, Mr. Larry Isauninu, in a chat with Channels Television, says the giant broom was erected by Nigerians who support the president.
I don't know who did it. The party doesn't have to know who did it. 90% of what you see about the campaign for APC on TV, on radio, in newspapers, on the social media, they are coming from ordinary Nigerians who are given back because of the benefits they have derived since this government came into it. They've seen change practically affecting them. People have seen their lives picking up in a more fundamental way. They know that this is not free money. It is out of productivity. So people are happy about it. People are reinvesting into the system so that this mandate can be renewed for them to be able to continue to benefit from it. And again, what about it? What is the issue about this? People put posters, billboards, just virtually everywhere they can find space, irrespective of what political parties you are. So why should that be an issue?
Well, the People's Democratic Party is not buying that explanation. The party's National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Kola Olubodiyan, believes that the APC deliberately mounted the statue of the broom near the national monument to impose itself on the consciousness of the people.
I don't think that anybody ever thought of it, to go and put our symbol as a monument or as a statue at the city gate. I just believe that this administration has come to their wits' end, and they are doing everything possible to impose themselves into the consciousness of the people. But that will not stand. You can imagine in an environment like the city gate, surrounded by IDPs here and there, that the government will go and spend millions of naira to erect a statue of a broom. I think it's laughable. But unfortunately, it's a sympathetic metaphor on the life of our nation that we can get this low as a people. It's rather unfortunate.
In part two, after the break, low turnout by Nigerians for the collection of voter cards as some express frustration over the process. Join us again.